What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Listen, today is going to be a great show. Well, let's not say it's going to be a great show. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's going to be the show. It's going to be. Um, we're going to sit here and talk to you guys about a few things. We're going to kind of tackle this leadership topic that we've been talking about for a while now. It's been a lot of people throwing this leadership word around. A lot of people don't really understand what it means. And so we're going to do our best to try to have a good conversation surrounding this word leadership. Hopefully, we get some participants today. And if we get some folk to come in here, uh, we're going to let them kind of tell you what leadership means to them, who inspired them on their journey, who they take advice from, who they basically revere. And we're going to uncover if men truly are leaders. We're going to try to keep this show to be about 2 hours or less because we don't want to be over here all day long until this content really starts to get juicy. Maybe one day we'll expand and break that two hour barrier on a regular basis. But for now, we're going to try to keep it under 2 hours. So I'm going to pause for a little bit, give people a little bit of time to come in. We are a new show, so we don't have that much support as of yet. But we're gonna keep on plugging away and keep on giving you guys some good content, something to think about, pushing the envelope as we do over here at Picking and Choosing. So let me do my due diligence and try to share the live with some people on Instagram and let them know that we are over here on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on YouTube now. Instagram is not where we live. We were live streaming today on YouTube. We're live streaming today on Facebook. We're live streaming today on Instagram. We're live streaming today on X. Yep, all four destinations: YouTube, Facebook, X, and Instagram. Let me go check and see if Facebook is working the way it should. Man, listen, I haven't posted anything on Facebook in a few years, and whatever I posted on Facebook has come from Instagram, and so I'm not even sure if the live stream is even working over here. So let's see. I don't even know what I'm doing. That's why I need a moderator. Facts. Babe, check and see if I'm live streaming on Facebook. I don't even know how to check, and that's a shame because I'm right here and I couldn't even tell you if I was live streaming on Facebook or not. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see if I'm live streaming on X. I don't know how to check it over here either. I don't even know why. Well, these social platforms is insane. Whatever. I don't know if I'm streaming or not. Ladies and gentlemen, if I'm streaming, I'm streaming. If I'm not, I'm not. So today we're going to talk about leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, this live stream is about leaders. Let me get my graphic up here. Your boy is kind of figuring out how to work this platform a little bit, and it's helping me. Oh, that's not the one I want. Well, it's the one we'll put up here for now. This is what we'll put up here for now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the thumbnail I chose to go with. And I don't even know if y'all really know what this represents. There's a deeper meaning to all of this. There's a subliminal shot that I've taken, and I don't even think people picked up on it. I don't think y'all will pick up on it. But this is the image. Hopefully, y'all understand where I'm going with this image. Think about this image for a second. Just look at it. Look at it and ponder, where do you think I'm going with this? Where do you think I'm going with this? I'm not going to tell y'all right now. We're going to wait. We're going to hold back. We're going to hold back a little bit. I'll let y'all know in a little bit where I'm going with this. but not right this second because I want y'all to think about it for a second. Now, I have to get my other image up here. I thought I had it ready to go. I don't. Oh, that's why, because I never sent it to myself. Oh, well, let's try to fix that really quick. No bueno, Will. You slow motion over here in these YouTube streets. I don't blame y'all for saying, man, this show is so boring. Oh. Oh, there it is. Wait. What happened to it? Wrong phone. That's why. Wrong phone. Oh, don't worry about it. All right, cool. We don't need the image. All right, I looked at it. Yeah, we don't need it. So this is the image I want y'all to think about for a second. And as we pile into this show, I would love to talk to you ladies primarily, but if the fellas want to join too, the floor is open to you fellas as well. I want to hear about the leaders that you love. Now, I thought about a lot of leaders, ladies and gentlemen. I thought about a ton of leaders. Let me give y'all a list of these leaders. We got Frederick Douglass. We got Malcolm X. We got Muhammad Ali, John Lewis, Martin Luther King, W.E.B. Du Bois, Jackie Robinson, Thurgood Marshall, James Baldwin, Barack Obama, Carter G. Woodson, Jesse Jackson, George Washington Carver, Stokely Carmichael, Eldridge Cleaver, Marcus Garvey, Medgar Evers, Fred Hampton, Huey P. Newton, Elijah Muhammad, Booker T. Washington, Alvin Ailey, Langston Hughes, Hank Aaron. I mean, let's can go on. We could talk about some more modern day leaders like Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson. We could talk about LeBron James. There's so many different people who we can list and as leaders in this quote unquote black community, this African American community, this melanated people community, the true Native American community, whatever you want to call us. I don't know what you call us at this point. Here's some other list of leaders. We got Shirley Chisholm. We got Bessie Coleman. We got Ella Baker. We got Maya Angelou. We got Harriet Tubman. We got Jane Bolin. We got Mae Jemison. We got Rosa Parks. We got Mary McLeod Bethune. We got Marian Anderson. We got Kathleen Cleaver. We got Angela Davis. We got Mary White Ovington. We got Sojourner Truth. We got Ida B. Wells. We got Elaine Brown. We got Oprah Winfrey. We got Madam C.J. Walker. We got Phyllis Wheatley. We got Zora Hurston. We got Lorraine Hansberry. We got Fannie Lou Hamer. There's the list goes on and on and on. Well, I shouldn't say on and on and on. That pretty much sums up most of the list. But anyways, the list goes on and on and on. There's a female leader that is not on here that I want to put on here, Dr. Shahrazad Ali. Of all the women I named, that's the one that stands out to me the most. Dr. Shahrazad Ali is the one that stands out to me the most. Maybe she doesn't stand out to any of you guys, but she is who stands out to me because I believe in her message. I believe what it is that she talks about. I believe what it is that she stands for. So I want to hear who your leader is, who inspired you. Some of you, it could be your mom. It could be your dad. It could be your uncle. It could be your cousin. It could be your coach. It could be a host of people that inspired you. Now, I do need to send these images to myself real quick because we're gonna have a discussion about this as well. And let me go ahead and put this, cue this up. All right. All right, put that right there. Put this right here. And then we're gonna go ahead. I don't want to show that yet. We want to get this one up here too, because we're going to talk about this in a minute. I got to learn how to put stuff up here without it just popping up on stage right away. Let's put this one back up there. There you go. Find it. Okay, that works. So, after thinking about that list, and ladies and gentlemen, please, the floor is open for y'all to come up immediately. Y'all don't have to wait. I don't have much of a monologue. Actually, most of my monologue is already over. There's some things I want to talk about, but before I talk about the things, I need to hear from you guys, because after hearing from you guys, what I have to say will tie it all together. Now, if I don't get any participation, I'll just continue to go on with my show, and it'll be pretty short of a show, because this show is really about you guys. It's not so much about what I have to say. I want to hear from you guys, because the reason why I've been doing this, and this is turning into a series, is because we keep talking about leaders. Yet this is the 4th week in a row that I've been talking about leaders, and nobody is really given a concrete definition of what a leader is. Nobody is given a concrete definition of what a leader's responsibility is. Nobody's given a concrete definition of how a person develops into a leader. Because right now, the notion is men are the leaders. My question is, are they? Because I say they're not. Are men truly the leaders? And if so, how so? What made men the leaders? Is it that thing dangling between their legs? Is that what made them the leader? Are you a leader because you was born with an XY chromosome? Is that what makes you a leader? What makes you a leader? I'm trying to figure out what makes people leaders. Because the rhetoric on social platforms is that men are the leaders. I say, yeah, men are the leaders when it's conveniently time to hold somebody accountable. Yeah, he the leader. Blame him. She's absolved, but she's a woman. She can't possibly lead, or can she? See, so much I want to say. Let me send this link out. It's so much I want to say, but I want to hear from y'all. Hopefully we get some participation, because I want to hear from y'all, because it is so important to hear who is the leader to you guys, and how you guys, what is it? What inspiration do you draw from these people? What have they taught you that you apply to your everyday life, or what have you applied to your life to develop and grow and become who you are today? I want to hear from y'all, because it is vital to know how this community looks at leadership, how this community looks at leaders. Or are we just finding scapegoats when things go wrong and say, you know what? He the man, he the leader. Now, this is going to tie a lot into this whole idea that I'm for domestic violence. I'm gonna say it loud and clear so everybody understands this. I don't think anybody should be putting their hands on anyone. I think you should keep your hands to yourself. Whether you're a man or a woman, I think you should keep your hands to yourself. However, if you are a woman, let me go ahead and put this on me so y'all can see. If you are a woman and you put your hands on a man, he deserves to whip your ass. If you are a woman and you threaten to harm a man, he deserves to whoop your ass. If you are a woman and you do something detrimental to a man's reputation, hurting his money, the way he earn his living, hurting how he provides for his family, hurting his reputation in the community and abroad, he deserves to whoop your ass. I stand 10 toes on that. I'll say it on my podcast, as I just did. I'll say it at church. I'll say it in a police station. I'll say it at a sporting event. I'll say it at a award ceremony. I'll say it to my woman, to my daughters, to my sisters, to my mama, to my dad, to my woman's parents. I'll say it to police officers, to a judge. I'll say it at court. I don't care where I'm at. Ladies, keep your mother hands to yourself. And if you don't, you deserve whatever smoke you got coming your way. And whoever has a problem with that, oh, damn well. I don't care. I'm not going to back down from it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to apologize. I'm not going to tweak it. It is what it is. Put your hands on the man, get your ass whipped. Threaten the man, get your ass whipped. Ruin a man's reputation, get your ass whipped. So I'm giving myself approval to whip some of you females' ass because y'all be up here telling people lies about me, trying to ruin my reputation, telling people I'm all for domestic violence. So I strongly advise y'all, don't cross my path because y'all think I'm a woman beater. And I'm telling you right now, you ruin a man's reputation, he should whip your ass. So just don't cross my path. All right, done. Said it. Is there. Oh, who we got up in here? Oh, snaps. What's up with you, my brother?
What's the deal, Will? How you doing, brother?
Hold on. Let me see. I got my volume down. Wow, I can't hear you. Are you muted?
No, shouldn't be.
There we go.
Can't hear me.
I was like, my volume must be down, but now you just muted. What's up with you, man? How you doing?
No, what's going on? What's the topic, man? I just got here. My bad.
No, I appreciate you joining me, though, man. Topic is leaders, man.
Leaders.
Yeah, the leaders we love. I listed a lot of historic leaders. Most of these people are leaders from like the civil rights movement, and a lot of them, the females, are pretty much just like activists and writers. I don't really know how women lead, but apparently we got some female leaders over the course of history. And so yeah, I want to know who is the leader that you love, and how do you recognize leadership, and what makes a person a leader? What have you learned from the people that you recognize as a leader?
Current leaders I love right now is Tommy Sotomayor. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah, I know who that is.
I like listening to you. I think you're a very smart brother. Ilkan is one of my favorite people to listen to.
Okay.
I really don't look to people in the past as leaders to me because they might have influenced my life that I don't like. I can't really pinpoint it directly, you know. So I don't really look at them as my leaders. Leaders are the current people in my life, or the people that work in my life that actually help me move forward.
Hey, bro, I'm flat. Listen, I was about to say a joke. I was about to say picking and choosing, and then you actually mentioned me, bro. So I know
you're a very intelligent brother. Yeah, no, you're a very intelligent brother.
I appreciate it, man. And you know, I appreciate the relationship that we're building. You know, I'm mad at you. You know, I'm
back. I'm back, baby.
Okay. We're gonna talk offline. No, I'm flattered and honored, bro. One thing I do recognize is that some people have taken heed to a lot of the things I've said, and with that, I try to be a little more responsible. That's one of the reasons why I've decided to do the YouTube show, the podcast, whatever, instead of being on social media, because over on social media, I can get a little messy and start to lose the SOD that I preach. I know how not to, but I be basically all day I be trying to punch people in the jugular, you know, and I say, you know, let me stop doing that. Let me stop playing in the mud. Let me just go into an environment where I have more control and be able to provide a better presentation. And I believe my presentation is going to get better. I believe the content will get better. I believe I will become sharper, more disciplined, more diligent, and do a little bit more research. So when I do present information that statistics can back up some of the stuff I say, even though I don't really care a lot about having things statistically being able to back up some of the stuff that I say, because a lot of the stuff I say is a social construct that I'm trying to develop. So if people are looking for data and statistics to back up what I'm saying, then good luck. Because when I say a man is a lover, leader, provider, protector, you're not going to find any historical statistical data to support that. That's going to be a concept that you either adhere to, agree with, it resonates with you, or it doesn't. We got some more people joining the party. My man, Real Dope. What's up with you, my brother?
What up? I'm surprised you let me on.
Brother, I'm always going to let you on.
I'm surprised.
Listen, You got
Surprise,
a you
man.
got a backstage pass, bro. You get the, you know what I'm saying? Over here, bro, you always welcome. You and all your delusion.
Well, you know, I
And all
just
the delusion.
I just figure you might want to save your reputation, so you know, just kind of keep me in the background.
It's a wild
Nah,
guy right here, man.
the day you ain't welcome over here is the day you get put on the docket for the smoke show. and when you come over there, you get decimated, and then you choose to start hating instead of just accepting your butt whooping. Now, if you over there and you accept your butt whooping, we good. Hey, Miss Jazz, how you doing? I don't know if she can hear me, but anyways, hey, real dope. So, leaders we love. Who are the leaders that you love?
Who the leaders that I love?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're talking about notable people, or you talking about just anybody in my life or something like that.
Whoever you determine to be a leader, sir. I don't determine who you recognize as a leader.
Gotta process that one.
You gotta process that. Oh, it's pretty sad.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah, it's okay with me. You know, you
don't like when people actually want to think about their questions, their answers before they respond to him.
Not true, sir.
That ain't true, man. Yeah, that ain't true.
That ain't not. That's not true.
You see why he pressed me? Because I said I want to process it more.
He didn't press you. He just said, "Ooh."
No, he said
he just made it
interesting.
That's sad. Impressed. That's just okay. That's interesting that you couldn't think of leaders off the top of your head. So now that you got to think about it, it's interesting. It's noteworthy that you.
Let me tell you why. CJ, let me add.
You sound like a level-headed brother. That's not him.
CJ, let me add why it's so noteworthy. It's because this brother was trying to scold me yesterday, and he told me he was a teacher.
I ain't trying to scold you.
He told me that he was a teacher, and he told me that he's a better communicator than I am, and he's a better coach than I am. These are all the things that he said. But a coach not having any idea who they look to.
I told you I was a better coach than you.
Say it again.
I told you I was a better coach than you.
Maybe you didn't say coach. You said communicator and teacher. Yes, you did say those two things.
I told you I was a better communicator than you.
You definitely said you're better.
Or did I say I feel like I can communicate women better than you?
Well, I mean, sure. Maybe you said it that way.
Tomato.
Yeah, maybe you said it that way.
I think Will is a really good communicator. No, I think Will's a really good communicator in general.
Appreciate you.
I don't think he communicates to women better than me though.
And that's fine. And you know what? I'm pretty sure that's what you said, and you're wrong there too. But it's okay. That's my specialty, sir. That's why I thrive. Talking to women is why I thrive, sir. Now, see, you think because I'm not as patient as you, or because I don't allow them to get away with as much as you may let them get away with, that you may think you're better than me. And you also think you get better results than me. But results are data and statistics, sir. That's stuff we can look to. So what we could do, we could go on a journey. You and I can go on a journey, sir. If you want, somebody got to meet.
Yeah.
You and I can go on a journey. And starting today, we can pick random women and we can both try to help them. And we can let them know that we're both going to try to help them. And we can see at the end who takes whose advice. So, for example, let's say there's a pool of 10 women. And we say these 10 women are looking for some male assistance and helping them figure out how to get whatever it is they're trying to get. And they say, hey, you can have 2 sessions with Will. You could have 2 sessions with Real Dope. And at the end of those 2 sessions, you can determine, or you can have 1 session, a preliminary session, consultation, and you can determine who you want to help you. And then let's just say hypothetically, all 10 women choose you. Then, sir, I would say you're a better communicator than I am. Even though you probably doesn't mean you get better results than I do, but you convince those women to listen to you over me. So I would say, maybe he is the woman whisperer. Now, if it's 50-50, let's say you get 5 of them and I get 5 of them. And then we proceed to help them. And it's like, all right, now that you're done with me, why don't you go let Real Dope give you his 2 cents and then determine whose advice you want to take. We could do it however. We could do it if they all choose you, you get first crack at it. Then it's like, all right, but as a consolation prize, we still gonna let you talk to Will. And then see if they say, you know what, I like Will's advice better. So at the end of the day, bro, I don't care how we slice and dice it, how we do it. You can pick as many women as you want. You can know the women. We can choose only the women you know. I don't care who the women are, sir. I'm that confident. It doesn't matter who the subject matter is, sir. I'm gonna beat you.
How about this then? I think this makes sense, right? This speaks to the communication part. I think that if me and you talked about certain topics that are very, what I want to say, provocative to women, like for example, the idea of a man not hitting a woman under any circumstance. I feel like if we talked about an array of topics to different women, that I would get them to see the male point of view, not even the male point of view, because I just consider it to be the truth. I would get them to see the truth before you could, because you know how typically women on certain topics, they have their women point of view. But you know, a lot of these things are common sense. I think I could get them to come over to the common sense side.
Okay. What's that supposed to mean? You think they're gonna take your advice over my advice?
No, so in this scenario, in this test that I'm talking about, it's not advice. I think that they would change their opinion and their perspective before you get them to change their perspective.
Oh, well, set it up. You pick the rules. Set it up.
Will you do 5 separate women and talk and get them to accept the same premise, or will it be like how we all do that?
Ask
Because if you talk to her first and she already accepted, then Will talking to her wouldn't matter. So will you talk to a whole different girl and see how fast she would be able to accept the same premise? But then it's just 2 different women, so they might just one of them might be a little more hard headed than the other.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, we gotta we're gonna figure out a way to make it a little bit more level. We're gonna figure that out. But yeah, like I could talk to 2 women and those women could be like completely on the other side versus him. He could talk to 2 women who just slightly on the other side, you know, and it could be easier, you know, one way or the other. So no, we'll figure out a way to actually get it to be.
Why do you think that though? Why do you think you could communicate to women better?
I've witnessed it.
You know, he just
So
like
you think so? Would that make you a better leader?
he like
do I think I'm a better leader than Will?
he like attaching himself to my name. That's all.
Do I think I'm a better leader than Will?
Yeah.
I do think I'm a better leader than Will. And that could just be you know, competitive confidence there, or you know, it could be you know, just true.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, what level would you grade your leadership skills?
Now, if I'm being honest, I've never actually seen Will's leadership in play.
Yeah, he just over here.
But I would of course if you ask me like, you know, if we compete and who's better, I'm gonna say me. But I've never actually seen his leadership put in motion.
He just taking shots. He don't believe none of this stuff he's saying. But you know, we ain't. It's like, you know, your little brother talking reckless to you, and you just let him talk. That's all that's going on right now. Ain't nobody believing nothing Real Dope saying right now. He don't even believe what he's saying.
I've seen him a couple of times, I think, on a few panels.
He follows in my chemtrails. You know, I leave chemtrails, and wherever I drop,
he be trying.
Wherever I drop breadcrumbs, Real Dope show up. He like, oh, Will was here. Let me go.
How old are you, brother? How old are you?
I'm 32.
Okay. See, that's why I can't be mad at him. You know, you 10
so
years.
I'm assuming that you're more familiar with Will than me, right?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. What makes you think that? I'm sorry. I'm not even going to assume that I'm not going to make an assumption. Who do you think is better at communicating with women?
I'm gonna give it to Will.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know about women. No, I don't know. I'll take that.
Okay.
I thought you meant communicating overall. I've seen Will communicate overall, but to women and specifically, I don't know. You might cater to their feelings more than Will would. So I don't know.
All Real Dope gotta do. Hey, listen, Real Dope, don't come over here with your cool, calm demeanor, right? Your monotone voice, controlling your voice inflections, and think you're gonna communicate better than me, sir. It's not gonna happen. One thing you gotta understand. Let me tell you one major advantage I have over you. You think that cool Rico Suave demeanor that you have is what's gonna work. No,
it's the hair. It's the hair he think gonna get it.
No, women like excitement. See, Real Dope brings no excitement. Now he can impress upon them, Oh, he can romance the hell out of them. But see, he doesn't know how to make them laugh and keep them excited because that's just not his personality. See, sir, me, I have swag, I have charisma, I have everything you have, but I have something you don't have. You have some of the things I have, and you have something I don't have. But the thing you have that I don't have is to your detriment. The thing I have that you don't have is to my benefit. So what we're gonna do?
Explain, Will.
Well. Okay. Real dope is on this level right here, and he stays on this level. And this is not a bad level, but see, women don't like to stay on this level. Women like spikes. They like to be excited. See, I can get them the spikes that they're looking for. Real dope can't because he's gonna talk to them like this. Hey, I just want to tell you about your behavior. Your behavior is not something that's flattering to men. Men don't like that. I suggest you change that behavior. And they're gonna be like, oh.
Snooze fest. He's saying they gonna sleep, but they gonna fall asleep on you. Real dope. You get women to fall asleep, brother.
He's just trying to talk himself into being more confident. That's all.
Okay. Okay, that's that.
Sir, we're gonna put a pin in it. I want you to go back. I want you to go to the drawing board. I want you to figure out what the rules are. I want you to figure out the timeline is. I want you to figure out who the candidates are if you want to, or if you want to do this by random. And sir, listen, let's
just gonna make it fair. I don't want
you
to have no excuses.
It don't have to be fair. It just has to happen. Look, listen, CJ. I don't want it to be fair. I just want it to happen. Okay.
He said you don't even gotta be fair. You could have a handicap.
Yeah, but we got integrity over here, so we're gonna do it the right way.
Hey, that's fine. That's good. Good. So hold on, Miss Jazz, because Real Dope will put us all to sleep if we let him.
I was about to say, is this the show about y'all?
We went from 11 viewers to 8 since Real Dope started.
Because Will can't let it go.
I can't let it go.
He can't let it go.
You know we would really just solve this once y'all just have
from 11 to 8 since my boy Real Dope
forth.
started talking, holding the conversation.
Real Dope made us lose over 30% of our viewers. Real Dope, you have the ability to single-handedly make us lose 30 to 40% of our viewers, sir.
All they need to do is they need to have a podcast with just them two, a show with just them two. Pick a topic and they just go back and forth.
Nah, that's how.
Well, you know, it's funny. I could turn your show up if I wanted to. I could.
Every time y'all do this, people already in the comments. Well, Real Dope told this, but Will told this, and Real Dope told that. Like,
Will just say the word. I could upgrade you.
In order for Real Dope to
I
could turn this podcast up like that if you want to.
In order for Real Dope to turn anything up, he'll need a ventriloquist. So look. That being said, Miss Jasmine.
Yes, sir.
Who's the leader that you love? Real Dope don't know no leader.
I'm
flattered. CJ mentioned 3 people. One that I know personally and one that I know of. I don't know him personally, never talked to him before. But he mentioned myself, Ilkan, and Tommy Sotomayor. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. And so we on to you, Miss Jazz.
So actually, it will be my mom and it will be my dad who raised me.
You know that's consistent. You mentioned your dad before.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Okay. And why is that? What is it that you love about your mom and dad?
Well, I'll start with my mom. I watched her. The way she grew and the way she never let life just keep her down. And I could tell her story because she's been through, but my mom's been raped. She's been adopted. She didn't know who her parents was. She was kicked out at 17 with me when she had me, and like just going up and down. And my mom still managed to like go to school, get the degree she wanted. She always maintained a job. She bought her first house. Made sure she gave us the life that she never really had. And then my dad, he just stepped in the areas where my mom lacked. He never let, when my mom got so caught up, because she still got flaws, when she got so caught up in just doing what she wanted to do and trying to make up the life that she didn't have, my dad stepped in. He was the one in the house teaching us how to cook and how to clean and take care of ourselves and knowing how to survive and just making a way in the world, teaching us how to start businesses for ourselves and take care of each other, like far as in siblings, and always putting around us family oriented, and always took us out of the hood, because we grew up in North Philadelphia, and he always took us out to different suburbs, like areas, just to show us that there was more to what we see every day. Always taking us on family trips. Every summer we're going to like the beach, like regardless if it's a day or not. So those two were my leader, because together they probably wasn't the best of matches, but they gave us something that I can definitely say that a lot of kids didn't get to experience. And just watching them how they were with other people's kids, not even just us, they always extended their love out to the community and the people that they were around and the kids that they were around. So I really truly admire that still to this day, and it encouraged me to want to do more and always give what I can, So those are my heroes and my leaders, other than God, of course, and Christ. But yeah.
All right, so we got a little banner right here. Question I want to ask y'all: what qualities do these people have that makes them leaders? We don't need real dope to respond. He didn't have a leader.
I know the qualities before I know the leaders.
Okay, well, you can go last then, sir, because we don't know who you're going to attach them to. So, because you don't have the actual leader. What's up, CJ? What you got for us?
I'll say intelligence, fairness, the ability to articulate the intelligence that they do have. So wisdom, I guess, wisdom. I seem like the 3 top ones I got right now.
Okay, I think I may have missed one. Did you say intelligence, fairness, wisdom, and then did you say ability to communicate?
Yeah, well, yeah.
So okay, so 4. Okay. All right, what you got, Jasmine?
I got servant, the ability to be able to serve others, taking charge, whether it was something that they're good at or not, and I'm not gonna say communication. I would say leading by example. That was more so my dad. He practiced what he preached. He said one thing, he did that thing. So those would be my.
All right, what you got, real dope?
Did you say name a number, or just go and just name whatever I can think of?
Whatever qualities you think make people a leader.
Okay, I think ability to delegate, for one. Selflessness. The ability to analyze data in real time, to pretty much help him make decisions, understand when he's made a bad decision, and to move off of that bad decision as fast as possible and correct course. Intelligence, of course, critical thinking skills. A master communicator. I think to be a leader, if you are a master communicator, that's a top tier trait. And I guess that would go into articulation, being able to articulate yourself. Wisdom, being able to study the world around you and absorb information from everything and everybody. No matter what you're doing, just be able to study, always be a student. What else? I guess we can leave it there for now.
I mean, all good stuff. I liked everything all of you said. I have zero pushback for anything y'all said. I'm not even going to try to add anything to anything y'all said. I appreciate all of y'all's responses. Now, that's gonna play into what I'm about to talk about now. So now the show begins, ladies and gentlemen. So now we're going to talk about why we are here. Look, I got a question to ask y'all real quick. Are boys born leaders?
No.
Can I give an answer and then qualify my answer?
Absolutely.
Hold on.
No. However, I do believe that some boys and maybe even some women are born with specific traits that lend well onto being a leader and may be a good predictor of if they'll become a natural leader.
That's fine. But are they born leaders, boys in general?
You know, I no.
Okay. Which you did answer that first. I just wanted to get you to double down on that if you could. CJ,
I'm gonna say
are
no
boys
too.
born leaders?
I'm gonna say no too, and I like what Real Dope had to add to it. So yeah, I'm gonna say no.
Okay. So are Jasmine, we go back to you. Are girls born leaders?
No.
Real dope.
No.
CJ?
No, but I think they got less of the qualities that make them better leaders, though.
So boys are not born leaders. Girls are not born leaders. Where did this notion come from that men are the leaders? Do boys become leaders when they turn 18? Jasmine?
Honestly, I don't know where that notion came from. I just always heard it in the community that men are supposed to be the leaders. But I don't actually know where it came from.
Well, they don't really say men are supposed to be the leaders. They say men are the leaders.
Well, no, I'm saying where I grew up, that's how I've heard those exact words. Men are supposed to be leaders.
When they say you're supposed to be the leader, it's almost a knock because they're saying you're not a leader.
Okay.
Right? They're saying because you're supposed to be the leader, meaning what's wrong with you?
Right. I see what you're saying.
So real dope, CJ. Can y'all explain to me, do boys just through osmosis become leaders when they turn 18?
No.
So where did this notion come from, and why does this notion still exist that men are the leaders? Now think about this for a second. I asked y'all who y'all leaders were, and Jasmine told me, CJ told me, Real Dope didn't have anybody to say. I asked y'all what made these people leaders, what qualities did they have, Zood, and y'all told me, and I thought y'all made some very great points. Now, I read off a list of leaders. I'll run off this list again because none of y'all was on the panel when I read it, and I don't know if y'all was in the audience when I read it. Real Dope, did you hear me run off the list of leaders?
Nah.
All right. CJ, did you hear me?
No, sir.
Jazz,
No,
did you hear me?
I heard it.
Okay, so I'm gonna do it again real quick. So we got Frederick Douglass, Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, John Lewis, Martin Luther King, W.B. Du Bois, Jackie Robinson, Thurgood Marshall, James Baldwin, Barack Obama, Carter G. Woodson, Jesse Jackson, George Washington Carver, Stokely Carmichael, Eldridge Cleaver, Marcus Garvey, Medgar Evers, Fred Hampton, Huey P. Newton, Elijah Muhammad, Booker T. Washington, Alvin Ailey, Langston Hughes, Hank Aaron. I also threw in some honorable mentions like Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, LeBron James. These are all men who were or are leaders. Now, we're going to go ahead and talk about some more leaders. We have Shirley Chisholm, Betsy Coleman, Ella Baker, Maya Angelou, Harriet Tubman, Jane Bolin, Mae Jamison, Rosa Parks, Mary McLeod Bethune, Marian Anderson, Kathleen Cleaver, Angela Davis, Mary White Ovington, Sojourner Truth, Ida B. Wells, Elaine Brown, Oprah Winfrey, Madam C.J. Walker, Phyllis Wheatley, Zora Hurston, Lorraine Hansberry, Fannie Lou Hammer, and I say one who is my favorite female leader, Dr. Shahrazad Ali. So these are all leaders who possess some, if not all, of these characteristics that we talk about. Well, clearly the women don't possess all of these characteristics, but whether they possess them all or not, they have these qualities. So we can see why these people will be considered leaders. Now, we say men are the leaders. Well, not we, but society, when I say we, say men are the leaders. So we're saying that men, everybody 18 and above who have a male anatomy, they are intelligent, fair, they have wisdom, they communicate well, they are servers, they take charge, they be the example, they know how to delegate, they're selfless, they analyze data, they're good at decision making, they have critical thinking, they're master communicators, and they're students. Is that what we're saying about all these guys walking God's green earth? All of these people have these qualities, but we keep calling them leaders. Help me understand how we keep calling these people leaders when they don't have any of these qualities.
I think it's Leader is used way too often and incorrectly, I believe. So most of the men aren't leaders. I think they're better leaders than the women. That's one of the points. I think they're just better leaders than women. Women are in charge of the relationship or in charge of society, the society's going to fall. If men have more say so, I think that's what the word leader is just referring to. Who has more say so? Who has the final say?
I push back on that, CJ. I think in theory that should be the case. But I think how we use leadership or leaders in this society is who do we blame when things go wrong? We're just looking for someone to blame.
That's what my other point was, but I didn't say that first. Yeah, but go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. There's this notion that the hierarchy is God, man, woman, child. That's just a notion. How women behave in this society is it's God, man and woman on the same plane, and then child. Well, the problem with that notion is then they say their equal is their leader. Now, how is your equal your leader? Now, you can be equal in value in sense of a life, your life is worth something. But how do you look to your equal to be your leader? See, one thing, like in comparison to me and Real Dope. See, me and Real Dope are both men, but I'm Real Dope's leader. So Real Dope will never recognize me as his equal, right? Real Dope understands the hierarchy, right? He's like, hey, go Will, then me, and then whoever else after that, right? So Real Dope, man, I appreciate the fact that you're humble enough to understand. Your humility shines, sir. I see it in your smile whenever I come in the room. He like, there go my leader. Big up, hey, big bro. And I was like, hey, little bro, little taller, bro, what's up? So it makes sense. Me and Real Dope will never have any conflict because in this father-son type of relationship, he understands his role and I understand my role. Now, back to what's happening in our society, right? Again, the notion is God, man, woman, child. Women look at it as God, men and women, children. How I see it, I don't see it God, man, woman, child. Over the last 10 years, that notion used to be God, man, woman, child has flipped in my mind. It's flipped in two ways. I see it as God, man, boy, child, then woman, then girl, child. God, man, boy, child, woman, and then girl, child. How I think women are starting to see it is God, woman, children, man. I'm gonna repeat that. What I've been seeing over the last 10 years, it's been God, woman, children, man.
Women see it. That's how the
That's
women
the way
think.
I see women behave and how I believe they internalize the hierarchy.
Correct.
Now, I'm gonna show y'all something. This is going to oh shoot, my stuff dropped off. I got kicked out of my own live stream and then it dropped my images. Look at this. This is the flyer I put up on Instagram to promote this show. My promotion skills are whack, but they'll get better. This is the flyer I put up. It says, leaders we love. I'm going to go ahead and read it to everybody. It says, join the conversation as we dive into the stories, strategies, and successes of the leaders who inspire us, from business to politics to sports, social justice, and family. We'll explore what makes them special to you and how you have applied their wisdom and advice to get the outcomes that you desire. Tune in tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the Picking and Choosing Podcast. Picking and Choosing Podcast, 8 p.m. Eastern, Instagram, Picking and Choosing, YouTube, Picking and Choosing. Leaders we love. That was the flyer. Then there was another flyer I posted. Oh, hold on. Let me post this link for anybody who wants to join the broadcast. Feel free to come up. We would love to hear from y'all. Link is in the chat. Here's the other flyer that I posted. Leaders we love, join the conversation. Picking and Choosing podcast, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Instagram, Picking and Choosing. YouTube, Picking and Choosing. I got a question for y'all. Which flyer do y'all think is more appropriate?
Probably the second one.
Let me see the second one.
Here's the first one.
Oh, first one.
Here's the second one.
Second one.
I would say the second one because people attention span is so short nowadays.
Is it?
I'm gonna be honest. The first one ass. The second one kind of ass too, but it's better than the first one.
Hey, well, I have a problem with that being said.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
Not the ass comment. I don't care about that. I care that y'all think this flyer is better than this flyer.
That's because nobody's reading all that.
That's fine, Jasmine. I get that. I understand.
That's the only reason why I said that.
Jasmine, I get that. I understand that. I'm not mad at nothing y'all are saying, but I'm mad at everything y'all saying.
He's not mad at it, Jasmine. He just
I know what he means.
I'm not mad at it. I'm just mad at it. Look at these flyers again, ladies and gentlemen. Look at these flyers. I want understand something. I'm trying to get y'all to understand something that I'm not saying. Look at this flyer. Now the image is the same, so it's not like, oh, is there something changing in the picture? No, the only thing that's different is the copy, right? The copy, all that copy versus very little copy. Mm-hmm. Are y'all telling me y'all want this instead of this?
Well, no. There's a lot of problems with it that we can highlight, but
all right, but here's the problem. Here's the problem. This is what we're gonna highlight. We're gonna highlight me for a second. I'm gonna leave y'all.
Where we at? Hold on. Where we at, brother?
Listen, here's the problem, ladies and gentlemen.
I know he just took us off the.
Here's the problem. Every time I'm talking to people as a leader, right? I'm a man. I'm told I'm the leader, right? I'm over 18 and I have a male anatomy. So I'm a leader. And when I, as a leader, say, I just want your answer, everybody wants to give all this context prior to the answer. No, I'm talking about just in general conversations I have with people on social media. I'm not necessarily talking about you three. So understand something. This is what people are asking for. Uh-oh, where'd it go? Come on, man. Why? What am I doing? Why ain't this going up? Is this it? Where the hell is it go? I don't know what I did wrong. Okay,
you getting it right. You getting it right.
Nope. All right. Oh, they moved around. I don't know why. I'm clicking one and the other one is showing up. Anyways, this is what everybody's saying they don't want. They saying they want this right here. They saying they want this. This is what they saying they want. Short and sweet, to the point. Every time I'm short, sweet, and to the point, everybody has a problem with it. Everybody wants all this information. But when you get the information, you act like the information is too much. Why can't you just make it short and sweet? That's the definition of picking and choosing, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to me.
Can I say something?
Sure, go ahead.
What happens is when the person that they're talking against is talking, they don't want too much context. They want it to be short and sweet. When they're speaking, like you said, they want to give context before every answer. They don't want to get straight to the point. That's how people are for some reason. They don't want you to get, like most people, you get straight to the point. You get direct answers if asked a direct question. But people like to filibuster, especially if they know they're wrong. So that's what I see a lot of.
Well, I don't think people necessarily. Oh, 1 second, John. I don't think people necessarily know they're wrong. I don't even think people. I think people have no clue as to what they're talking about. Period. And it just they're talking and they feel. I think most people are nervous about what they're saying, and the more they talk, they think they sound convincing. No, the more you talk, the more of an idiot you sound like. Short and sweet. If people just answer questions, they'll save themselves a lot of problems, and they'll stay out of the box that I put them in. I only put people in boxes because they keep talking.
The thing is, though, woman needs is to talk long enough to where they'll say one thing that kind of makes sense, and then a woman will say, "Oh, I understand you because you said this that made sense." And women know how to do that to make like they filibuster to say one decent thing in the whole statement that they're making. So then the person that they're talking to or the audience could be like, "Oh, it made a little bit of sense." That's how it would be working.
Well, I was gonna say, from my personal say, I don't think it's really a woman thing, but people have this need of having to over explain themselves because they feel like that if they just say this answer is not good enough. So before I get probed or double down on my end, let me just explain all this, or they're not confident in their answer. And then people don't say what they mean what they say. If you ask me if the sky is blue and I say it's blue, and then you're like, well, why is blue? And I say why is blue, but then you keep asking, and then eventually people start to question themselves, like, well, maybe the sky really ain't blue. Maybe I thought it was wrong, instead of just sticking to what they already said, and then they get mad at the other person for really picking their brain of why you think what you think. And people don't know how to do it, and then they over explain themselves, and half the time it don't have nothing to do with what they said in the first place, and then they get mad and frustrated because they're saying too much.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you guys. I think that I think people don't want their ideas misrepresented. And I think that if they answer certain questions just straight yes or no, they feel as if they can't give context, that the idea that they put out there or their entire thought and premise will get misrepresented about how they feel on that topic.
Is that a disingenuous way of communicating?
I don't think
To just assume that someone's going to misrepresent what you're saying.
I don't think so. And I'm sorry, I don't think I mean to say misrepresent. I think that people listening could have the wrong perception if context isn't given. Because misrepresenting may point out somebody's deliberately trying to do something.
It's kind of like what he's doing right now.
No, it's pretty much the same thing, sir. It's a bad faith way of communicating. You're not even giving the other person, you're not even respecting the other person enough to say they're going to understand what I'm talking about. Mind you, we're adults. You should assume that adults have an adult vocabulary, meaning that of someone who graduated from high school, that they can understand majority of the things that are coming out your mouth. Maybe there's some things that you might say that they might not understand. Maybe it's some things that you say that you may have to give some context to. But to sit there and act like I have to explain what I'm about to say every single time I answer a question, because I don't want you to misunderstand what I'm about to say. When real dope, and here's one thing I'm going to let people do. I'm going to let people do this from now on. Y'all have my word. If I ask you, CJ, is that a car or a bike? And you say purple. Okay, purple.
If I say, well, I went to take the car and I had to drive around the corner and then I ended up back here, but I got the bike out of the truck too. So
yeah, I mean, whatever for now on, whatever they say. And Jasmine, please keep your antennas up to see if I don't do this. Whenever somebody responds, whatever their response is, I'm going to accept their response. And when they act like that, I'm just going to disengage. I'm not going to ask them another question. I'm just going to move on. And they're going to be like, that's it. And I'm not even going to respond to that.
That's hard to do.
I'm going to ignore them from that point forward.
That's hard to do, Will, because when you ask somebody a question, they don't give you a direct. And sometimes they're not intentionally doing it. Sometimes you just have to say, hey, answer my question, then give the context.
I'm tired of saying answer my question.
I've learned to do that because I love my husband dearly, but he can do that sometimes. I could ask a question and it's not the answer, or maybe the answer I was looking for. And then I explained that to somebody else and they told me my listening skills wasn't up to par. Apparently they heard something, said the same thing that I didn't. And I'm like, okay, well, I've learned to just accept the answer. If this is what you say. and then repeat it back when that time comes. Well, didn't you say I was going? Didn't I say I was going to do X, Y, and Z? And I'm like, no, you said this, and I accepted it. And that pisses him off because now he's more clear in what he said. Because at first I used to be like, what are you talking about? What? And then we're having these unnecessary arguments and going back and forth. So now I just be like, okay, said what you said. Say no more.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna watch from the clouds. I gotta go to the gym.
Before you bounce, I want to give you this little nugget. So look, this is let me be quick before my man CJ bounce. This is the image. This is the image that I wanted everybody to focus on. This image represents something. Before you leave, CJ, can you tell me what this image represents?
The woman is in charge. The woman is leading it.
This is the face. I mean, this is the image that women want to be the new norm. And we need to fight to make this the new norm. This is what they want. They won't be happy and they won't rest until this is the new structure. This is the new standard. CJ, I appreciate you, my dude.
Hey, and I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna hit you when I get back home. What time is it out there? What time with what?
9 o'clock here.
Probably around. All right.
Well, hit me up
in the morning. Yeah, in the morning.
Yeah, hit me up tomorrow. This is. I didn't want to let the cat out the bag because CJ had to go, but I wanted him to get that nugget though. But Jasmine, this is the new norm. This is what women are fighting for. Yeah. To be the head at the table. They used to want a seat at the table. They've been having a seat at the table for a long time. Women have been having a seat at the table for a long time. That's what women have been fighting for so long, having a seat at the table. Jasmine, your entire life, women have had a seat at the table. Has there been boardrooms where women been on the board? In your lifetime? I mean, since you've been alive, do you think?
Yeah, there's been. Maybe not a lot, but yeah, at least 1 or 2 women on the
regardless
board.
if it's a lot or not.
Yeah.
How many women can be on the board if a woman heads up the board?
How many women? All of them, if she chooses.
Yeah. If a woman heads up the board, everybody on the board can be female.
Yeah.
Who's stopping that from happening?
Nobody really. Everybody's encouraging it.
Women have been fighting for a seat at the table my entire adult life, and they've always had a seat at the table. They don't want a seat at the table. Women want to be our new leaders. What I don't understand is why they keep fighting, telling us we are the leaders, when secretly they know they want to be the leaders.
This is so mindfuckery. So crazy.
I'm waiting for a woman to tell me I'm wrong.
I don't think.
Is there any women in the chat that can tell me I'm wrong? Somebody tell me do leaders want to be the new head of household?
I think so. Because that notion, man, God, man, woman, and child, that was really for the house home. I don't know if that was biblically for the whole world, but for the house, it's supposed to be God, the head of the priest, which would be the man, and then the wife, and then the children. But as time go on, women, like, because there's a show I'm watching right now, Outlander, and they're like in the 1700, I think, or something like that. And women half the time, women couldn't even speak, like they couldn't even say anything, like. And now in the future, women are like, they have more of a voice. They can say things. They can express their opinions without seeming like they're vulgar or being broad or a witch if they said certain things. But if a man said or do anything, he can get away with pretty much murder if he wanted to. But if a woman said certain things, it was like, oh no, you can't do that. So now it's like I think it's the need of just want to be heard. I don't know.
Women wanting to be heard. When were women not heard in your lifetime?
I mean, now I can't say that. I don't know what the reason is now.
In your lifetime, has there been a time that women weren't heard?
No, because my mom, she ran most of the household.
What are we talking about?
That's why I was like, I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe they're trying to. I don't know.
Are you asking? Can I use an example of within relationships?
I mean, whatever. I mean, make it whatever case you want to make. Make it.
I think a lot of times women, at least they claim to not be hurt within relationships.
How are they not hurt in relationships?
That would be that. Well, that's in the
I mean, think about this. Think about this. Think about this, real dope. If you were a woman, and if you are saying that men are the leaders, and if you chose to be with guy A, whoever he is, and if you weren't heard in that relationship, shouldn't you be okay with that? You picked the leader you wanted, the one who doesn't listen to women, the one who doesn't listen to you. That's the one you said you wanted. Why are you surprised now that you're not being heard?
I don't think women pick men based off their leadership skills.
I could have sworn women say that they're more emotionally intelligent than men.
I think they think so.
Well, I don't care what they think. I'm telling you what they say.
I've heard that
They
too.
say that they're more emotionally intelligent. They say men are the leaders. Help me understand how the emotionally intelligent person is picking the person who has bad communication skills and doesn't like to listen and then expects to be heard in that relationship.
Because
women only think they know what emotional intelligence is. They don't actually know what it is. They think they know what it is.
Well, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, we had another show where we gave people the opportunity to come up here and express what leadership is like. And maybe we're gonna have to stay on this another week. Maybe we're gonna have to do this and run this until we beat a dead horse into the ground. Because I don't really see a reason to move off this topic. Jazzy Jazz.
Yeah, my fault.
No. I was just gonna ask you where your fellow women at? I got a lot. There's a lot. Listen, I get it. If people be like, "Oh, we don't want to support Will's show," blah blah blah. I get it.
No, it's not that. They just don't be on here.
No. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about
you don't gotta coddle.
No, I'm not talking about your actual friends. I'm just saying like your female counterparts. Because I think these are the conversations that we need to have. We need to have these conversations instead of people say, "Oh, you're always calling people losers. You're calling these women hoes. You're doing this." Look, I do a lot of things. I say a lot of stuff. Maybe people just fed up. And if that's the case, that's cool. There's millions of people in the world. I'm not worried about that small community on Instagram, but that small community on Instagram that has so much to say, where they at?
Yeah, these IG streets, I'll be only a few blocks. Your block, Brett, and that's about it.
I mean, it makes sense. You don't need to listen. You wander into the wrong neighborhoods, and then you get some.
I don't have to fall off a bridge to know that it hurts. Like,
yeah, there you go.
I just like, nope.
There you go. So,
well, you know why the women not here?
I don't. Why don't you tell me, Sensei?
You scare the hoes away. What do you mean? You don't have a way with the women.
But I don't know why.
They be here. They just don't say.
Hold on. But Jasmine, that shouldn't matter. All the women I talk to claim not to be hoes. So what if I scare the hoes away? Where the non-hoes at? I scare them too.
You scare the females away.
There you go.
I'm scared of females away.
See, I always got to get real dope together. He. But I appreciate.
I can't always talk in colloquialisms to you. Sometimes
I appreciate this relationship though, because I get to watch him mature before my eyes, because as I drop these breadcrumbs, his basket's gonna fill up. He gonna keep picking them up and he'll know where to find me. by the time he reached me, he had a basket full of breadcrumbs, and he would have made it to his destination. So I'm looking forward to it.
You know, that'll be amazing.
I don't think you scared them away. What it is that nowadays, this is why I don't be on these IG streets, because some of the neighbors, I had to unfollow a lot of people, because some of the neighborhoods I went to, people get on these lives just to argue, literally just to argue, and then claim that they're men or real this and real that, but then always argue and gossip, and most of the people be over there. So when we're having these hard, serious conversations that actually require you to reflect and look into yourself and be like, damn, maybe I am the problem. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that.
Oh, my boy pulled up. You real scared now.
Who?
Hey, Willie, my dog.
Right. He be and he's not calm. Hey,
listen, there'll be no reason for Wills to have any altercation. The Wills is gonna take over YouTube. Listen, man. Hey, real dope. Don't worry about it, bro. You good?
I only talk to him a few times, but I love that he keeps like the same tone for everything. Like he be chilling, like, but real he don't play no games.
Real dope is my protege. You know, we don't get them together.
No, I was talking about Will, the other Will.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I was letting real dope know. He think Willie came here and that's gonna be a problem. He don't realize Willie my backup and I'm Willie's backup.
They really like.
Look, hey Willie, I don't know if you've been around for a while, bro, but we kind of went a little deep on this episode, man. And it would have been nice if we would have had some more women here, because I think they would have had to eat some humble pie the way this kind of came about. We talked about leaders and the leaders we love and the qualities of these leaders, and talked about how women are really trying to take over. And women, this image right here is the image that I believe that women want to see. Women used to argue for a seat at the table. Now women want to be the head of the table. Women want to be head of household. The idea that is God, man, woman, child, I think they wanted to be rearranged to God, woman, children, and men. And I watched the video. I saw somebody send me on he was at Instagram or TikTok, and it talked about what's that brother's name? Stacey Prince, I think is his name. Yeah, Stacey Prince. I think that's his name. There was a what do y'all call that? Is it a remix when the person talked first, or stitch? The girl did the video, then he came and talked right after it, where the girl was talking about, you know what? Let me just go find it real quick. Hell. Let me see if I can pull up because I was it Instagram? Was it Instagram?
Jasmine, you married?
Yes.
Okay. Every time I see you on the panel, you in there cooking.
Tell them, Jazz.
You know, so I signed up for.
I respect and admire that, man. Should keep up the good work.
Yes, and I'm just as lucky, because there's times he'll come in and throw it down, and I'd be like, okay. I love when he cooked too, but he be out late, so I make sure he got something to eat if he don't eat out already, because sometimes he'll just eat out. But yeah,
I got so many videos, so many messages in the last. Man, I'm not gonna be able to find this, I don't think. But what I will say, there is a video I want to play for y'all before we wrap things up. We got a few more minutes before we wrap things up, but before we wrap things up, I gotta play this particular video for y'all. God dang, where is this? Dang, man. Did he send it to me? I'm so mad. I got way too many videos. I don't know who sent this to me. Or maybe I was just scrolling through. You know what? Let me try this last brother right here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it. As soon as I get off the live stream, I'm gonna find it. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll just search for that guy.
Damn, now I want to see what she cooking. 'Cause I'm hungry in the motherfucker right now.
Oh, I ain't cooking nothing special. He brought some of this ready to make pasta already, so I just heated that up.
That was shit. Hey.
Oh, here we go. I think this might be it. I just went to his page. I'm like, duh, why don't I just go to his page? All right, let me see if I can share this with y'all real quick.
It's like ravioli with spinach and ricotta cheese in it.
Oh yeah. Okay. I need to find something to eat. And that's a good ass idea. I don't know why I'm bullshitting. I'm about to go to Chipotle. That's my default.
I just love Chipotle.
All right, y'all see my screen?
Yeah, I see it.
We see.
All right, so check this out. Y'all mute y'all mics for a second. I think this is the right video.
In our 20s, nobody's gonna want us because we're gonna be too old. The gag is we don't want y'all no more. That's the point of the video. That old school saying applied when y'all were providers, okay? We were taught at a young age to secure a family and a husband for stability only. Please don't think women's primary goal is to have a man and have a family. That is back in the day when you guys were head of household. However, now we are head of household. And to be honest, y'all not too fun to be around. Y'all not that cute or aesthetically pleasing. That's why we're not too pressed on being with men right now and having kids. So until y'all go back to being a providers, I guarantee you, y'all are not on our priority list.
In my humble opinion, where all of this is coming from, a woman who speaks down on marriage, speaks down on relationships, leaves only one other thing: getting nuked, getting cooked, stretched out, and ran through. So where all of the hostility is really coming from is all of the men that she's allowed to stretch her out. None of them thought enough about her to lock her down, but instead introduced her to the infamous belt buckle jingle. For those of you who don't know what the infamous belt buckle jingle is, it's the moment that a man is on top of a low-value woman and he releases, the first thing that you hear is him reaching for his pants, signaling his exit, because he can find no other value about you to stick around. If you don't want us anymore, why are you littered in makeup, cleavage hanging out, gluing other people's hair in your head to look more appealing, right? She said until we become providers again, we won't be on their priority list. I'll tell you what I heard. Until you guys get right by us and start being providers again, we're not going to allow you to contract any of the many STDs that studies show we bring into the bedroom with us, right? We're not going to give you any of this ran through poontang. We won't let you be stepfathers to any of the 3 illegitimate children that we had by 3 different men, right? These women are getting ran through and think that men want to be prioritized for that. She says that we're not aesthetically pleasing, which only lets you know what caliber of men she has access to. Men who are not aesthetically pleasing and likely have to borrow $5 from her to buy a single Lucy cigarette and a 40-ounce of St. Ives. Ma'am, back to the streets with you. Turbulent people.
Bro, he took 60 seconds to say, bitch, shut up. Like, what are we?
Hey, listen.
It's the men in my comments saying if we focus on ourselves in our 20s, nobody's gonna want us because we're gonna be too old. The gag is we don't want y'all no more. That's the point of the video. That old school saying.
So I didn't want to play all of his part. I just figured let me let y'all see it because I don't want nobody to be like, well, what do you have to say? The part I wanted to focus on is what she said. She is the reason why I played this video.
Hey, stop playing the video before they copyright strike your shit.
Oh, I don't even know how to
just take the video part.
Oh, no, here we go. There we go. So the point, what's crazy to me is we got women literally telling us that they don't want us. The only thing we are is a paycheck for them. And they look at this idea of leadership. Women don't look for men to be leaders. They don't. Maybe there's a small amount of the populace that look for men to be leaders, but women in general, they don't look for that. Women in general don't even know how to recognize a man as a leader. Like real dope. Everything you mentioned, you think women know that?
No.
No, I knew you was gonna say that. because I know you don't believe they know what a leader is. But yet they keep on saying men are the leaders. I'm telling y'all, this word leadership or this word leader is just really a scapegoat. They're just looking for a scapegoat for when things go wrong. They have someone to blame.
A man being a leader, women look for a nigga to be an ATM.
That's it.
To be a way to be a vehicle to the lifestyle that they feel that they're entitled to and deserve based on however they feel about themselves internally. Women don't want a man to lead because as soon as a man leads, they call the nigga controlling. As soon as he disagrees with them, they call the nigga sassy. Like women don't, and the problem is the women who do want leaders tend to be married. They tend to not be career single, you know what I'm saying? Women who were just going 25, 30 years or into their late 40s being overfucked and unloved. Like these women who actually want leaders end up not having to take, you know, saying 6, 7, 8 miles of dick before they find somebody to settle for them. Like when girls like that in the video, the only reason why they make comments like that is because the types of niggas that they want do not want them. If you look at the niggas like Dope, I'm saying guys that got their shit together, make plenty of money. He not checking for bitches that look like that and act like that or think like that. A lot of these chicks will be pretty till they open their fucking mouth. And then as soon as they open their mouth, you like, okay, if your mouth is open, a dick should be in there. You shouldn't be talking about nothing. I shouldn't be listening to you. You shouldn't be doing nothing but making slurping and gagging sounds because the bullshit they say. Like, and you never see those women, like you never see women having these types of talking points that, you know what I'm saying, have men. They never have anything going for them outside of, you know what I'm saying, the fact that they look good. Because she looks real good, right? But I guarantee you that bitch is annoying. She's fucking stressful. She's argumentative. She's going to have a whole bunch of opinions about shit that ain't got nothing to do with her. She probably going to want to talk to you about some sort of like celebrity gossip. And she got, you know what I'm saying, a regular 9-to-5 job making $60,000, $70,000 a year. Like that girl is a pretty fucking bum. Like, not trying to be funny, but if you look at the video, she didn't even have leather seats in her car. So again, the type of nigga that she wants, she's not herself. Like, she wants to be an asset to a rich nigga.
Well, I can't tell if these are leather seats or not, but she definitely don't have a sunroof.
Yeah.
Hey, she definitely don't have a sunroof. Hey, Willie, man, bro, please don't ever say nothing like that again on my live stream, bro. Don't ever say 6 to 7 miles of Johnson, bro.
That's how much dick these chicks are taking. Not trying to be funny, but everybody swear they only fuck niggas with 12-inch dicks. If they fucking 1.4 niggas a year, and you're saying every stroke is 12 inches of dick, nigga, that's 6-7 miles easy. There's 5,280 feet in a mile, 1,760 yards. It's not hard to find these women taking that much dick.
There's too much bad.
Like, what do we like? That shit is common fucking sense, Will. Like, that's one of the reasons why, bro. Like, I tell niggas, don't take a chick back if she cheated on you. That girl done took 2-3 miles of dick from that one nigga alone. Because the chicks that niggas cheat with, I mean, the niggas that chicks cheat with, they be doing all type of nasty shit to your girl and then send her back home. The only reason why she came back is because she couldn't get the nigga with the 36-inch dick to stick around with her and do anything other than fuck her between 12 and 4 a.m. So, but you gonna take her back because the nigga that she really didn't want her, nigga, you a sucker.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely understand that. I don't have a problem with what you said, but bro, it's just oh my God.
Like, I'm just being honest, bro. I've been this guy, the guy that I'm saying is hitting a chick that got a nigga. I don't fuck with married women, you know what I'm saying, but you got a boyfriend, I don't really give a fuck. I don't fuck up happy homes, but I destroy an apartment.
Never.
I have no problem with that. But my point is,
okay.
No, I don't fuck with married women at all. That's just, it's a karma thing for me, right? Because I don't want somebody fucking with mine. But I know what it's like, and the shit that these girls that I've had these girls doing, shit that they've never done with their boyfriends, never something they never did with the love of their life, and I don't give a fuck about you. I'm just here because you pretty and got a fat ass, and I'm horny. So I'm like, hey, I send you a what you doing text at 10:30. You respond at 12. You caught me. I already beat my meat, but I'm like, cool, come over so I can get some head. And then I throw you some dick before you go back to the house just because I don't want to give you gas money and feel bad like I owe you nothing. But these are the chicks that like make videos like that. On the way home from saying she on her way to getting to a dick appointment right when she made that video. But when she get in the room with that nigga, I guarantee you she not talking like that. Everything is straight to the bedroom. on your knees, look up at daddy, you know what I'm saying, take this dick. And that's all she's doing. And then going back home and being fucking lonely.
Willie came in burning the barn down.
That's why I tell him he need his own show, man.
Nah, because it's gonna be too angry. Definitely.
Nah, he got an audience, man. They love that shit.
Yeah, they love it, but it's
gonna be a bunch of angry, but like you see how it is, you know what I'm saying, on the panels we on. Like them chicks get super mad because the stuff that I say, one, I'm not an emotional guy. I just talk. And then two, the shit that I say, they always feel like hit dogs hollering. Like you just look at the chicks on the other panels, bro. A lot of the bitches are cute until they open their mouth. And then they start talking, and then you're like, oh,
bro,
well, okay,
listen,
there it is.
If I was single, a lot of the chicks that I be seeing on these panels, I would want to holler at them on face value. At face value, like, man, Charlotte,
yeah, that makes sense,
good, right? And literally, bro, when they start talking, they just start looking like men. They start looking like Willie and Real Dope. They start looking like my man Darwin and Trev and Sweeney and JR. They start looking just like men. Only thing they missing is gold tees. I don't understand these women. I really don't understand them. I don't understand why they want the head of the household, why they want to be the head of the table so bad. I don't understand, but I do understand. I'm gonna play something else for y'all real quick, and then we're gonna wrap this up. So we got one, two. We got 1, 2. Okay, I'm gonna just play 2.
I wanted to get commentary on that video too.
Go ahead, bro.
Remember, so when girls looking at her and what she was saying, like stuff like that don't move me. I don't know if it's just me, but I don't believe nothing she said. You know, she on. It's almost like a rebellious kid to me. Like if she meet if she meet what I consider to be a real one, she gonna be doing everything she says she not. It's that simple. When I hear stuff like that going in one ear and out the other one, I just look it's like a kid talking to me.
Okay, but I got some pushback on that. So are you talking about you, or are you talking about men in general? Because I know you said
no. I said a real one. So right. What I would consider to be.
What percentage of real ones do you believe exists?
Maybe 15%, 10%.
Okay, so 85 to 90% of the rest of them got to deal with that hyena.
Yeah, they shouldn't.
It's far more of them than the 10% of men that exist that you're talking about.
Yeah.
And you think you're not gonna take a woman like her, whip her into shape, and then throw her back to the wolves. So she's not gonna come back into the open market and be better for the next man.
Yeah, because none of the niggas she want are gonna try to whip her in shape. They're gonna add a mile or two of dick and send her on her way.
and Real Dope as well. Real Dope is going to be the guy to give her a mile or two that Willie's talking about. See, why he's talking about it, he's talking about it in terms of her becoming his woman. But see, he's going to mess her up for so many more other men. And Real Dope, come on, bro. When you say these real ones, you know how many real ones is out here further destroying women because we ain't going to commit to them?
It all depends on, I think, as a man, you have the leverage. So if you choose to fuck her and discard her, that's what you're gonna do. But if you deem it that that's the woman you want,
no,
she's gonna assume the role.
Why would we deem that? Why would we look at her and think outside of her physical beauty, if that's what we're attracted to? Why would we think this is the woman I want? What about her off for the first glance? Once she opened her mouth, what about her would make us want to make her our woman?
From a video like that, nothing.
But these are how these women.
She's not that woman. She's not gonna be like that in person in front of you.
Yes, she will. This is what they exude. So, like, if you're on a dating site, right? If she was on a dating site, do you think her profile would be something that would draw you to her to make you want to wife her up?
Her profile gonna be
it'd probably be a nice, pretty picture.
Not the photos, Real Dope.
The bio is gonna be everything she said in that video.
It's gonna be like independent woman, make my own money.
Oh, if it's
I'm not
if it's
looking for.
talking-
I don't need a man. I just want a man.
Yes.
oh,
That's
that's
what's gonna be.
if her
And I know
bio.
that because I've said those things. Like I didn't just wake up and say, "Oh, I want to be a wife." I had to really put myself in a wife position before I became a wife. And that's what women are not doing. Like they're living this life like we can be so independent and free, and then when a man come along, then we become a wife. No, you have to already put your mind mentally there before before your physical body will arrive at the destination. And so I was taught too, even my own mom, that be independent. Don't ever depend on a man. That was one of her flaws as being a woman. I've watched her say that over and over and over again. And my dad looking at her like, well, what the hell am I here for if you don't need me? Like, everybody like, oh, I don't need you. I want you. No, we all need each other at some point in time, whether like I'm dating somebody or not. I need my brother in my life. If God forbid my husband, then I'm gonna look to my brother to be the next head of household because that's how it was. When my dad passed, he became the next head of household. That's how my dad taught us. Thankfully, I had a dad like who, listen, I know your mom's doing it because of the hurt and the trauma that she went through, and she had to do everything on her own. But now she's becoming a wife. Now she can really say, I need my husband. I depend on my husband. But it was not like that before. And we grow up with that notion that we don't need a man. We just want a man. Y'all just add into our lives. We're not adding to your life. We're the prize. We got it all figured out. We're so independent. And then when I become a wife, then I'll do my wifely duties. But I ain't your wife. I ain't got to do that because I had that same attitude. I ain't got to do that. I'm not your wife. What am I doing that for? But I want to be a wife, though. But I'm not acting like one. So her bio definitely is going to say, I'm independent. I make my own money. I have my own house. I have my own car. Maybe not those exact words. And I'm not looking for a need a man. I'm looking for a man that probably make me laugh, take charge, travel, things like that.
It just sounds like a stupid bio.
The man that she want is gonna inbox her and be like, "Bitch, how much for the pussy?" Like, because I'm not finna sit here and go back and forth with you, bitch. You already sound like you the nigga that you want.
Exactly.
How much are we selling it for? Like, what you need? 2,500 for the weekend? What? Let me know.
And then it's gonna be and the pride of ego. I don't need you. I'm gonna fuck you because I want to fuck you. I don't need you to spend money on me.
That's cool. Then now I know you're stupid because you done tricked yourself out of $300.
But that's the pride. I'm telling you, that's the pride.
But this is what she wants to be right here.
Exactly.
This is what women want to be. Now, I don't know. I mean, I don't understand. I just don't understand the desire to be here. I don't know why you would want to be here. I'm not telling you what to be. I'm not telling you what not to be. I'm telling you I don't understand. Now, I'm waiting for a woman to be able to come and articulate to me why she wants to be here. Why she wants to be this, why she wants her world to exude this image right here. Now, I got another video I'm gonna play for y'all real quick. Let me go on and play this. Oh, I don't have to do that right here. Oh, bad. I can just put it on here. All right, cool. Look.
I want to put it on record that I don't believe that women know what they want, and I think men tell women and show women what they want and what they need.
Disagree. We know, we just don't know how to go about it.
Y'all don't know what's good for y'all.
I'm telling you, as a woman, we know.
Hold on, y'all.
Don't know how to go about it.
How you know what's good for you if you got a leader?
I want y'all thoughts on this real quick. Pin that for a second. Look, so we ain't got to listen to nothing. I ain't gonna play no audio. I'm just gonna read it. So HBCU student made history as the youngest African-American female pilot in the country and is one of the youngest licensed aviators in U.S. history.
I hate shit like this.
Spelman College.
What's the problem? What's the question again?
So no, I'm just reading it. So the question is this a problem?
That she became a pilot? No.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I'm trying to become a pilot right now. Like,
that's what my husband do.
I think it's a problem.
Bruiser, you can until he get more 1,000 subs probably.
You gotta get
What happened?
Bruiser say he's trying to super chat and he can't.
Oh yeah, I can't super chat yet. Appreciate you. Yeah, well, that's a long ways from there, but you know what? It will help. People spread the word. I'm gonna need to do a couple of clips and maybe I can get a little bit more attention that way. But here's the thing: I have a problem with it. I think it's wrong. I shouldn't say wrong. I think it's problematic. Let me tell you why I think it's problematic. I'm going to assume she's 22 because she graduated college, or maybe she's 21. They say she's the youngest in history. She may be 20 or 21. She got
Maybe younger than that. Yeah.
Yeah, she got a baby face. I don't know. I'm just going to assume off of 4 years of college because I don't know when she started her aviation courses or whatnot. Maybe she did a lot of post-secondary classes in high school, and I don't know. I don't know. But here's what I do know. You don't go start this career and then start making babies. That's one thing you're not going to do. When you become a pilot, you're never home. You're always gone. You're always in the air. This is no place to be while you're pregnant. You're going to have to take a whole year off while you're pregnant because I don't even know if they let pilots fly while being pregnant. Then once your baby is born, you're going to need to take some maternity leave time. Otherwise, you're going to be a terrible mom because you're never going to be there with your kid. So I know that most girls who go down this road, they're going to forego bearing children. Now, chances are she's not even going to think about having kids until she's around 35 years old. Not even going to think about it. Not to say she can't have kids at 35, not to say she can't live a fruitful life that way. The probability of it is really low. I look at this and I say structurally, this is problematic. Can it work? Of course it can work. Will it work? More than likely it won't work. And while we're celebrating, youngest in history and youngest African American, it's just like, who cares? Who cares? Like, what is this? The whole purpose of getting there so young just means you're going to be working longer. I like to see women hold off their careers until about 22, 23 before they start getting their feet wet. When I see women rush into the workforce so early, I just be like, should have prioritized this time getting the man. And there's one more clip I gotta play. I gotta play this other one. Where is it? Did I have it? Oh, hold on. What's y'all thoughts on what I said? Any pushback?
No.
No.
But I do, in theory of a woman working and producing, making money, I'm fine. Like content creators, that's why I'd rather see women be content creators. I hate seeing it because it makes them lazy and it's like the new celebrity being a content creator.
It's more flexibility.
I hate seeing female content creators.
I hate it too. That's the oxymoron. That's the double-edged sword. It's like I like it because they don't have a 9 to 5, but I hate it because of what it does to their mental.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to be, if you're a female, most of these females now will be better served being OnlyFans models. You look at any of these big female Sarah Fontenot, Kendra G, all of them hoes should be just taking dick on OnlyFans, and they would have a significantly larger audience and a significantly larger bank account instead of putting out this bullshit they talking about.
I have a career that I actually do love, and it's so flexible. I can change the hours. I can stop. I can do it at any time. I can do free. I can put it on hold. I can always come back to like. I love that about me, and I do think women should do. This is why women only had certain jobs, because there was actually a documentary that I watched where a whole bunch of women was working in like the factory or something, and the owner was going to actually pay women to remove their reproductive organs because they was like, if y'all go have babies, you're actually fucking up our shit. So either you can quit now and be a mom at some point in your life, or you can continue to work for us, but you got to remove your organs. A lot of women chose to remove their shit just to keep working.
I used to be a part of a human trafficking task force for a government agency. There are rings of people. When they get their girls, they give them hysterectomies at 16 years old, so that way they can keep them and they have them working until they're 26. And then once they become 26, then they start being they're able to age out and become recruiters for other young girls, and then they start getting paid a little different. It's an unfortunate circumstance that those women live in, and I feel really good about the contribution I made to fighting things like that. Yeah. But in America, I'm not trying to be funny, and this is going to sound probably really bad, so here's a free clip for you, Will. The bitch that you just played that video for that was talking about what men ain't and all of this shit, do you know how much more money she would have made and how many more views she would have got if she just put her pussy lips on live? Like,
you're right.
I'm just saying, I would rather you be like a pretty hoe or a sex worker than be, you know what I'm saying, pretty and stupid because of the shit you saying online. Like you're doing both for attention. Why not do the one that makes you the most money?
Speaking of money, look at what Bruce.
She ain't no hoe.
Look at Bruce's. I'm in Bruce's comment. I'm not cash apping. I need you two to take a cut.
Yeah, that's cold blooded. Like this nigga said he wants the IRS in the middle of your. Bruce say he gonna report you to the IRS when your page blow up.
Hey, you dirty dog, man. No, you a dirty dog, man.
But seriously, like, how many likes you think she got off of that video she posted?
Probably got a lot.
Probably
Exactly.
20,000.
If she pull her titties out and say the same thing on OnlyFans, she probably would have made $25,000-$30,000 off that one video.
Hey,
And
now
the
she
likes,
probably made a lot more than that.
of course, the likes that she got is mainly women.
She probably would have cleared 100 bands. I think she probably would have cleared 100.
Yeah, I mean, just, and that's the thing, right? Like, you know, I'm a pretty even keel guy when it comes to I'm pretty logical, we'll say. If I'm a woman, I'm not finna be up here talking about like niggas online and arguing and shit. Like, that's not making me no real money. I'm gonna use my number one agency, my vagina. And since I know that I'm already probably not ever going to find a man who respects me, because again, I've already wasted my 20s, you know, collecting miles of dick and trauma and shit from niggas. I'm in my 30s, 40s, shit. Yeah, these titties are going online. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get a bunch of sex toys, so that way I ain't gotta have sex with men for real. You know what I'm saying? But you know, do no real like true hoe shit. But yeah, you're gonna see me finger popping myself and rose toying myself to death if I was a woman in 2025. Like, you can't name one popping female creator right now that wouldn't have made more money online and then not be viewed as fucking retarded like they are as compared to them saying they are now because they chose I want to be in the podcast space. You can't name one.
And you know what's crazy that you say that is degenerate as what you're saying is. It actually makes sense because your popularity won't even be as great. Those OnlyFans women, we don't really know them.
They're not popular. They are paid.
Only reason why I know them is because they keep appearing on podcasts. If they don't show up on podcasts, I wouldn't know who they are. Just like porn stars, right? They make more money than porn stars. Porn stars, I don't know what they make, but I know they're not making what OnlyFans chicks are.
A new porn girl gonna make she's gonna make $5,000 a movie.
Porn stars got OnlyFans.
And most porn stars have OnlyFans too. Like,
they have but I'm just talking about traditional porn versus OnlyFans, right? Obviously, a porn star is going to move into OnlyFans because it just makes sense. Why would you not? You're doing the most grotesque thing you can do, which is porn, right? Nothing goes further than porn. OnlyFans is not per se.
So there's no difference between the two.
Yeah.
So there's no difference between. So the difference is when it comes to OnlyFans. OnlyFans is a way that you can connect with your fans with your personal brand.
But no,
porn is what you do to get paid. It's like a job. Or this is my job over here, but however I go home and this is my entrepreneur. This is my side gig.
But porn is sex.
OnlyFans is whatever
sex.
Porn doesn't have to be sex.
No, porn. Man, stop.
No, I'm serious. Porn can be you finger popping yourself. Porn can be you talking to men.
Right, but that's not porn per se. Like, that's not what people don't go watch porn and say, oh yeah, we're going to watch porn and it's just finger popping. That's not. I mean, it may be some fetishes within porn, but porn is sex. So OnlyFans does not have to be sex. It can be a multitude of things. There's girls just showing their feet. You're not going to be like, oh, we're going to watch porn. It's just girls with feet, not even foot banging. It's just showing their feet.
It's showing their feet. Yeah.
Just showing feet, just rubbing their feet together.
And they get paid.
So what I'm saying is what Willie's saying is horrible as it is. It makes 100% sense. The girls, like a girl like Jasmine. Jasmine, I hate to use you for an example, so this is not you.
That's all right.
Jasmine can take 3 routes. She could take the traditional porn route and just go out there and be reckless, but on TV getting paid or whatever. And what y'all say, the average movie is $5,000, and she could do a whole bunch of movies. She could do 75 movies a year, maybe more. I don't know. She could make some good money or whatever. Or she can go be a content creator and be struggling like hell, making all these videos, living with roaches and living with in a 1-bedroom or maybe a studio and just living terribly. or she can do OnlyFans and she can make millions. And she can be ugly, she can be fat, she can have terrible hygiene. It don't matter because she's not interacting with anyone. No one knows.
So Will, but these women who start OnlyFans, they're not gonna make millions. I think that's the top percentage of them.
No. What I'm saying is what could happen, right? I'm not. The bottom line is
unlikely.
You can make millions as a content creator, or you can make nothing. You can make millions as an OnlyFans mom. The Catch Me Outside girl with that bad Barbie, whatever her damn name is, she made what, like they say, $80-something million in 3 years on OnlyFans.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they got to study that. That needs to be studied.
It don't need to be studied. I believe it could be. I'm
just curious how. Like I'm curious of the psychology behind it.
Simp sending their money. That's how.
Yeah, but for her in particular.
Yeah, no, it don't matter, bro. See, that's the thing.
It's not about it mattering. I'm curious as to the psychology behind it.
You don't have to be the baddest chick. You just have to have something about you that people just can't get enough of.
Yeah.
And apparently she had something that them young boys just couldn't get enough of, or them old dudes with a fetish couldn't get enough of. I don't know. But they say she made 80-something million. I was gonna play this last video, but I'm not gonna play it. I'm just gonna tell y'all. Y'all know that chick Keita Rose from Tonight's Conversation?
The dark skin one or the lighter one?
No, Kitty Rose is the dark skin one. And I'll just say this, she's from Oak Cliff as well. So you should
the lighter one.
The light skin one name is Keita Rose.
So there's Kitty Rose and Keita Rose.
Kita. Kita. Yeah,
that's the crazy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me see. Let me just play it. Maybe she at the end right now.
Sometimes I be worried.
Nobody is coming to save you. You're gonna feel uncertain. You're gonna feel lost. You're gonna feel like you're the worst mom in the world.
I don't know where this video. I can't get the little bar to see where it's at. But the reason why I'm playing this, there's a part in that video where it's just too long. I don't want to play the whole thing. She said, and I repeat, I left a comment. Let me see if my comment is up here. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. So I was sent this, and my man Rick Official was like picking and choosing what you think. And here's my reply. I said, I hate it. So we need 10 years from 20 to 29 to figure out who you are. People become surgeons and damn near complete residency in that amount of time. I'm starting to hate listening to the things women say. She said, in your 20s is not time for making babies. In your 20s is the time of figuring out who you are.
Bro, these women are always going to say the shit that makes people identify with them. That's what she did, so she's going to push that because she doesn't want to seem like a fucking failure. Like, women get out here and lie about and try to placate themselves by giving advice that they wish other people would think made sense, so then that way they wouldn't be alone in their fucking delusion or just being a fucking loser. So, of course, hoes are going to tell hoes to do hoe shit. Broke niggas are going to tell niggas to keep doing broke shit. Girls who spent their 20s because they had a fucked up childhood and all this other bullshit, like, they're going to tell women to do the same thing because at the end of the day, misery loves company, and a lot of these bitches are miserable. Like, one of the issues I have with Keita Rose is that, one, she's not the most intelligent person when it comes to speaking, and then two, a lot of her arguments that she has are going to be filled with sass and trying to be shady and shit and passive aggressive bullshit. Right. And if you take that away from her, she has no character. She has no personality. And then the stuff that she's saying, like, she supposedly has a dude. One of the things that turns me off about women is when you say shit online that will embarrass your man or your partner. Like, if Jasmine was on her saying, yeah, sucking dick for money is a good idea, and she got a whole husband at home, I'm looking at her like she got 4 fucking titties. Like, that shit, it just and these women consistently embarrass the niggas they with.
You put Jasmine on Total Recall?
Bro, no, Total Recall girl had 3 titties. I gave her an extra one.
That's what I'm saying. She gonna be the lady's mama. 4 titty Jasmine birthing 3 titty, whoever this chick was. Listen, man, I'm just Jasmine. I hate saying this about your people. Y'all really need y'all microphones turned off. Y'all really do. It's. I mean, I just don't understand what the end game is. Like, if I play this video, like it's just all this talk about how y'all don't need men, and I'm just like, God damn! The first time a man run up on you, you're going to call a man. You're gonna call your daddy, your brother, your friend, your boyfriend, your husband, the police. You're going to call a man. I'm just amazed at all the disrespect, the constant disrespect that women keep saying we don't need a man. Yet when the first sign of danger, the first thing they're gonna call.
They might not call, because you see how these women just up here. I mean, I did it. When I was younger, I fought boys.
Jasmine, what's the average height and weight of a woman?
Average height of a, you said height or weight?
Height and weight.
Average height of a woman is usually like 5'3", maybe like 1.
Who's she fighting, Jasmine?
She ain't fighting nobody.
You just said they not gonna call.
I said she might. I'm just going based on the mentality I had.
Jasmine.
That's all.
What's your height, Jasmine?
I'm 5'7".
Okay. And what was your weight before you got married?
Before I got married, I was 210.
Okay. So Jasmine, do you think the average man that's 5'7" and 210 is, well, he fat as shit at 5'7", 210. Let me say,
yeah, it's a big nigga.
Yeah. So the average man who's 5'7" and under 175 pounds, because that's still he still got some weight on him.
Yeah.
He ain't wrecking havoc. He's still getting manhandled.
Mm-hmm.
You telling me the average woman who is 4 inches shorter and 50 pounds lighter is not calling for help?
I listen, I've seen and I've done some things. So yeah, that's why I said they might not call. I've literally seen some shit. Off the notion that mainly because off the notion that men is not supposed to hit women, so women take advantage of that.
No.
We gotta stop telling men they not supposed to hit women. If a bitch hits you, hit her back. Like, what are we talking?
No. I pushed the envelope further. If she hits you, hit her back. If she threatened you, hit her. If she tries to damage your reputation, hit her.
Yeah.
I'm giving 3 bona fide reasons to why you hit these head of households, these girls that want to sit at the table but be the head of the table. I'm giving you 3 bona fide reasons to put your hands on them. They threaten you, or they try to ruin your reputation. I don't give a damn what nobody said. Those are 3 justifiable reasons to knock a hoe out.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can see it. I mean, I would understand that. I don't think I condone hitting a girl because she said some shit to me. But
no, I just say something to you. Let's watch.
I'm saying like a threat, like the threat part. That's what I'm talking about. I'm because for me, what I think I would do is I would probably, if that case, I just beat her daddy up.
Well, here's the thing. Well, see, I don't think the daddy had anything, because the daddy might be like, my daughter unruly. I can't control her. I shouldn't get my ass whooped because she got a mouth on her.
You should, because you made that bitch.
No, but you made her, but you didn't create her.
No, I'm saying like the father created her.
No. You made her. The father brought her into this world, but he didn't create her.
He raised her.
Is not necessarily. Because look, I'm a case in point. Use me as a case study. I have a 20-year-old daughter. At this point, she's starting to do things the way it makes sense to her. She's going to get all the things that I've taught her, and I'm looking at this as the accident waiting to happen. I wish a nigga would run up on me because of something my daughter said. Good night.
Oh yeah, I don't argue that part. Like, he gonna have.
That's what I'm saying. Because my parents raised me not to disrespect anybody or talk any crazy, and I still did it. I still did shit that I was taught not to do.
So what I'm saying is, Willie, when if I threaten you, Willie, it makes sense that you neutralize that threat.
Oh yeah, that
you don't know if I'm going to follow through on the threat, do you? I've expressly made it clear that I'm about to do X, Y, and Z to you.
And I think you should, because I don't take threats lightly.
Yeah, you neutralize.
I'm not
that threat.
waiting to find out if you're gonna go through your threat or not.
You neutralize the threat.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Absolutely.
That's fair too. Because even when I was in school, you couldn't be like, "Hey, I'm gonna beat your ass after school." Like, no, sir, beat my ass now.
Right
Yeah.
now, you just gotta wait for that.
I'm about to go through fourth, fifth, and sixth period. I mean, fifth, sixth, and seventh period, and then you gonna catch me in between eighth. Nigga, no, we finna fight now.
You gonna catch me from the back when I'm walking to the bus. I don't even know it's coming.
Yeah, I'm trying to go home. I didn't want to come to school in the first place. Please get me sent home. Like,
So
what are we talking about?
when you have these people who threaten your livelihood, when you threaten, see, like for example, I said this before you came up here, Willie. I said, look, I don't care if we at church, the police station, the courthouse, in front of a judge, attorney, a cop. I don't care if it's in front of my woman's mama, my woman, my kids, my mama. I don't care who we are in front of. I'd say, I'm gonna say this on a podcast. I'll say this on the streets. I'll say this at a press conference. I don't care. I think there's a reason to put your hands on a woman. If she hits you, if she threatens to harm you, if she, I didn't say this part, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna add these two. If she threatens someone you love, or if she assaults someone you love, or if she's about to she's trying to ruin your reputation. Now, there's a couple of women on social media I've given myself a license to hit if these bitches ever cross my path. Now, I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen. I hope they never cross my path, and I don't want to ever harm them. But there's a few of them that has tried to ruin my reputation by saying stuff that's not true. And I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody think. Let them women cross my path. Whatever happens, happen. People are like, oh, there ain't no men. Oh, you'll put your hands on a woman? You goddamn right I will. So let it be known. For all the women under the sound of my voice, let it be known. I've never hit a woman before. I'm not a woman beater. I don't condone domestic violence. I don't condone assaulting women. However, you put your hands on me. You put your hands on somebody I love. You threaten to put your hands on me or harm me in any way. You threaten to harm someone I love. Or you try to ruin my reputation. Those are all reasons to deal with you.
And I just point out, I agree wholeheartedly. But where I come from is, yeah, I've hit a woman before. And will continue to do so. Just the women that I've hit were just happened to be trying to jump my, at the time, wife. So I fought those two chicks like they were niggas. It really shouldn't count though, because they were studs. But even if they weren't a stud, if you hit me, I'm hitting your ass back. Like I don't teach my sons not to hit women. I teach my sons to hit people that hit them. I do give them to say, hey, if it's your girlfriend, don't hit her, press charges, because that's a domestic violence charge instead of a simple assault charge. But we're not going to just be sitting here telling men to stop hitting women when these women, if they put themselves in a man's position and you choose to exact violence against someone for whatever reason, they have to take those consequences. If me and Mont got into it and Mont hit me, Mont would expect me to hit him back. He wouldn't expect me to be like, no, just talk it out like a woman would. Like he would never expect that from me. So I think that we need to be like that across the board with people and stop being so sexist and not hitting women when they hit us.
Well, we got three.
This is one of those topics that will need me to save him more.
I don't.
He needs my communication skills when talking to.
No, I said it the way it needs to be said.
The ladies.
This is not a PR.
He'll get himself in hot water.
No, this ain't no PR, bro. I bet you
land himself in jail talking about this by himself.
No,
I gotta come and save him.
No, I won't land myself in jail, sir. This is called freedom of speech. Now, I guarantee you one thing. See, all them hoes that's running their mouth, I bet you if they cross my path, they ain't gonna try me because I made it expressly clear what I'm gonna do. They don't have, they ain't gonna be a doubt in their mind, and I'm gonna tune their ass up. So you, sir, can choose to take the high road. You were like a lot of these other suckers out here who choose to take the high road, which I know you not, and I know he not. The three men on this panel has made it perfectly clear. You put your hands on us, it's gonna be a long day for you.
Yeah, I'm just here to translate it for you. Let them know what you're saying. Let them know that you're not a woman abuser.
I don't know. That's their cognitive skills is limited because not one time have I ever condoned or advertised that we should be putting our hands on anyone. You shouldn't be putting your hands on anyone, but you should always be protecting yours.
The woman the other day, she said that you look for reasons to hit women.
I bet you she won't cross my path now, will she? Now ask her that. Say, hey, you want to do a meet and greet with Will? You want to do a meet and greet? I bet you she won't. I bet you now, if that's her mindset, I bet you she don't want to do no meet and greet with me.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm gonna keep you out of jail, man.
I'm gonna keep myself out of jail. Listen, I got too much to lose. I gotta get too many people.
I'm gonna get that lady, that DJ lady. I'm gonna get her off your back too. I'm gonna talk to her.
Well, you know, that'd be nice if you could get hyenas off my back. I appreciate it.
I'm
But
gonna
they
talk.
ain't ducking no smoke, and I bet you none of them want to cross my path. If they want to put this narrative out there, I would be a coward not to live up to my name, wouldn't I?
Yep.
You want to put it out there? Let it be out there. But on that note, y'all, we hit our 2 hours. We over by 1 minute. Man, listen, real dope, brother. I appreciate you. Jasmine, I appreciate you. My man CJ was here. I appreciate CJ. Willie, man, I appreciate you. And bro, look, we're going to build this platform up. We're going to get a little bit more traction. I'm going to learn how to start clipping these videos up and conversation around them, and then maybe we can get some more people to come in here. Right now, we on leadership, ladies and gentlemen. I have yet to get a woman to come up here and really break down to me why y'all keep calling men the leaders. I do not believe guys are leaders just because they was born with a penis. That does not make you a leader. As we had said earlier today, I'm gonna recap this real quick. We came up with some. Here was the question right here, Willie. This was the question. What qualities do these people have that make them leaders? The qualities were intelligence, fairness, wisdom, communication, server, take charge, being the example, delegate, selflessness, analyze data, decision-making, critical thinking, master communicator, and being a student. These are all characteristics and qualities they were saying make someone a leader. Just when you're born, we don't have any of these. When a boy is born, he has none of these. At some point, he has to develop these. So why are we just calling people leaders? And when you turn 18, most of us have very few of these. If anything, we may have the ability to take charge. We may have the ability to serve. We may be able to be the example. We may have developed some. We may be a student. We may have been able to come up with some decision making or intelligence. We have some of this stuff, but we don't have enough of it to just say we're the leader. We're a leader. Some of us do, very few of us do. So on that note, we're gonna keep hammering this topic until we find a solution, until we get some more women to participate outside of Jasmine.
All right.
So y'all, look, for those of you out there getting the results that you want, keep doing your thing. I'm rooting for you. I got your back. But for those of you out there that's losing, do us all a favor. Keep losing. And we out this piece.